Okay, hi guys, so this will be game 5 of day 6 now. Doing really well, 3-1 now, 3 victories and 1 loss out of the 4 before. So we're going to go ahead here, see what we got here. I've been reasonably happy with my performances again, you know, I'm sort of exercising a bit more caution and stuff, and it's working out great, using a little bit more time, not too much obviously. We've got a bronze lieutenant, not too much experience. I'd like to think I can win this one, obviously I should do. So let's see, we're going to go ahead with this strategy here because obviously it's been working well, and I'm developing my opening moves now. I think I'm learning to sort of establish this strategy or this setup and how I'm going to go about using it effectively. So let's see, you'll be familiar if you have watched the games up to this point, and I'm certainly going to carry on at this stage because I'm on a winning streak obviously. So let's see how this works out for me this time. I'm going to go ahead then, I'm going to just move up these pieces here just to get this space that I need, because what I'm going to try and do, if you haven't watched the other videos, is get some escape routes from a kernel out of here. Because generally what will happen is as I go up here now with my kernels, they're going to start to get threatened. So let's see. Okay, that's interesting. He's coming over to take that, which is really kind of what I want, because I could potentially snag a major here. If it isn't a major, yeah, I need to be aware of that in case, and create a bit of a route out this way for this kernel just in advance. Okay, so that's fine. So he's not really attacking straight away. So I'm going to go ahead now then on my left flank, which is what I like to do. I was thinking about this and thinking why have I chosen the left side specifically, and you know, it was obviously because I've got my two sort of big pieces here. But I also thought later on that it's probably handy because I'm sort of attacking from the same side as my flag, which could encourage people to think that my flag's not from that side, you see. So I could be, in a way, benefiting from doing it this way. Okay, so he's got his major there. Unfortunately, I haven't got my route out just yet. But if I can now bluff him in with this piece, I mean, he may be a player that's just going to take the risk now. So what I may do is just threaten here with this scout now. He's going to do one of two things. He'll go with it with the captain, but then if he does that, what I want to do is then just move this lieutenant up. He's not going to go for the colonel because he knows it's there, but what it will do is it will give me an opportunity slightly now to get an escape route. If it's his general, then obviously I'm going to get my colonel over this side to get next to this marshal, and if it's his marshal, I may try and get some space now to go right past my spy. But let's see, anything can happen here now. It's going to be a case of what type of player is he. Right, well, I'm going to go ahead and take this because based on his previous setup at the front line, he had low end pieces here. So I'm just going to go ahead then and attack that with a major. Now he's trying to bluff me there. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Well, didn't expect that, I must say. But that's fine. So okay. What I'm going to do then is continue to get a route out here, and put this scout here just to threaten this colonel. Now, yeah, this could come in handy now. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, get another scout up there, get this route out the way, and then if needs be, I can get this colonel way out the way. We've got a colonel there. I'm wondering, is this really a big piece here? I'm going to get another scout just up here now, and let's see what we're going to get here. This could potentially be his general, and then he's moved up. If this is his general here, then I've got a feeling this will be his spy, because he's sort of moved that into position as well. We've got a bit of an advantage knowing now that he's got his marshal colonel and a general here. So potentially I could come in up this side now with my general and really wreak some havoc. So yeah, we're going to do that. He's probably got a colonel somewhere up here. But if I do this now, I'm going to go in behind the captain, and that way, right, well, he knows that's my colonel now, so I'm just going to go up ahead now with this scout. It may flush out another scout and nothing else, but it will be useful because I want to try and use this scout if possible to see if that's his. Well, if I can get to this square here, I could be in business because I could potentially get this spy out of the way. Alright, well look, he may be coming in with a low piece just to test the water here. Now let's see what this is here. Okay, so that's his general. I thought sure that I had his general here. That's strange. Oh no, actually yeah, no, I thought it was his general because he came in to protect this colonel. Alright, so now let's see then. So this could potentially be his spy then. So what I may do then is let's see what he's gonna do with this. If I go up with a captain, I mean, okay, it could be a colonel. And what I may do actually then is just use this scout, because if he's got a colonel here as well, then my best bet is to go up probably with my marshal. So let's see. I'm going to check what these two are. We know this is his general now. We've got a colonel in place here, a marshal, a captain. So we just need to be aware of this. Well, actually, no, we don't know this. This is the marshal, do we? I think it could be the marshal, because I did think it could be the general. So it must be the marshal, because we've now revealed the general. Okay, so that's handy to know or to suspect, because now we can sort of base our strategy around that idea, which is what I'm trying to do. I'd like to go in my general here and sort of cause some damage. I could potentially come in here with the general. I'm a little bit at loggerheads in here, but in one way I'm glad that I've sort of discovered again that this general's here, because it means that I now know that this you know is something that I should be able to snag if I get the right piece in place. So although I've got scouts here, I'm not too concerned. Got a major there. I could probably put a colonel in there just to help out a bit, but let's see what we can get out of it. Okay, so fine, he's got his major there. So what I may do then is I may go up now then with the now that's interesting as well. You see here, he's got his general here, but he hasn't got his spy right next to it. So that's interesting. So, and he's now coming over here. Let's just see what he's got here. Okay, so that's a bomb. Now I mean, what I could do is, we know that he's got a major there, so I think, because I think I'm a bit worried about going over there now with my major, because he hasn't got his spy located next to his general, or he hasn't. I mean, what he has done is I think he's moved this piece here. No, but I'm not convinced that that's a spy, to be honest. I'm not sure. We're going to have to sort of test the water up there if possible, get some low end pieces. I want to try and get this major now. I think what I may do is move my colonel up, and then try and sort of get them to come down with it, and then that way I can at least snag it, get it in the bag. He's likely to want. Okay, so maybe he's coming in with his general now. So what I might do is just bluff here. Let's see what he's going to do here. Because he knows I know that that's his general. So he's not taking the bluff there. Alright, well that's fine. I mean, in one way I'm happy about that, because I'm getting his general over this side now. Which is where I really want it to be. Alright, so I wonder if he's going to go ahead. I'm going to try and snag this major this way. Because it's the nearest one to me, but I want to try and hopefully lure him in this way as well. So let's see what we got here. I need to get this escape route ready for my colonel. Perhaps what I could do then is just move. I do need to get this in place here so that my colonel can escape. And let's see, is he going to take this? Because yeah, I want to get my colonel. I mean, I may have to do an exchange, but I'm now up on him on majors, so I'm reasonably comfortable with doing that. But I would prefer not to if I can help it. So I may pull back a little bit. We've got a bomb here. I could do with getting my spy out of the way and towards that side, so that you know, if I do need to get an escape route out of there, then I'm just going to cover it there though. I'm going to cover my marshal there, because I don't want to. Now we may be in business here, because he looks like he's coming down there. So I'm just gonna make. I want to make a move that makes him think that my marshal isn't in place. So let's see now. But at the same time, I'm just going to do that then with the spy, because. Okay, so what I could potentially do now then is again go round with the colonel or the general. I mean, perhaps what I may do then actually, because he's got scouts there, so I want to try and avoid doing that if possible. Let me get a miner up there then, and then let's see if we can try and flush out some of these bombs and things like this. Okay, so he's now coming over this side with his general. He's got his colonel here, which would be handy for me. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do then is he's moving around now with his general. I'm going to go round with my general and try and pin this colonel in over here, and then that way we'll be up a colonel on him. And we know that anything in the way here, I mean, there's a potential for two colonels here. Okay, so that's fine. Potential for two colonels. We know this is moved. Oh no! Oh my God! I've assumed that this is his marshal over here, and I've lost my general. Painful, very painful. I should not have assumed that that was his marshal. That was obviously a bluff or another colonel. Wow. Okay. Well, that is quite a heavy blow there. I do need to now get one of his colonels at the very least. I'm going to need to move this colonel out as well now, because you know, my strategy is totally out of kilter, because I was led to believe this is his major. So yeah, what I may do then is I need to get this escape route in place now, because look, here we go now. We're going to get an onslaught here, so I'm going to desperately need to salvage this. And let's see now. I mean, if this is his colonel up here, I'm faced with an exchange. This is a captain over here. So okay, let me could really do with seeing what this is beforehand. Because I'm up a major on him, so I don't really want to lose this major to a colonel if it is a colonel. Oh, this is his general here now coming in. So, okay. Well, there's a potential here for a colonel. So yeah, what I'm going to do is a bluff out here with this, try and force this colonel onto my marshal if possible. And then hopefully, yeah, okay, great. Now that is ideal because now I've got a colonel up on him. So, he's going to be potentially coming down here because he does know this is a colonel. Ah, yeah. Okay. Now this is his mate. This is his general. Yeah, this is awkward. I'm gonna be pinned in here. Oh no! I've misclicked there. I meant to move my spy. Oh damn it! I've really messed up there big time. He's going to go for that colonel, no doubt. Oh, okay. Well, he's gone that way first, so I'm going to have to go ahead and sacrifice all of these pieces now. I mean, he's potentially going to get himself pinned in, but if he's got a colonel here as well, now that's a shame. Now let's see. I think, yeah, I'm going to chase it. This could potentially be his spy, but okay. So it's another captain. But he managed to forget about this colonel, which was very handy because I could have lost that. So okay. So I mean, we've made a bit of headway there with the colonel. But the problem is now, you see, he does know where my colonel is, my two colonels. So that is unfortunate, and I'm going to need to sort of try and defend as best I can. It was a real unfortunate situation when I lost my general there. I convinced myself, and it turned out to just be a captain. So that was a real shame there. What's the situation here now? He's got all my well, I've got one more major, so he's potentially going to be coming in with that. We've got his general here now. Realistically, I just want to get more central, perhaps, with my general, with my marshal, and try now. I guess what I need to do is try and outflank him with my colonels. He's potentially going to go for exchanges here, so I'm just going to go ahead and try and find out where this last colonel is. If this is his colonel, no, okay. So I want to try and establish where that colonel is, so there's minimum amount of damage to my army as possible. So okay, now let's see, what's the best way of doing this? I wonder if I can try and shuffle a little bit. I might be able to. Okay, so this miner is potentially under threat. I'm just going to move up with this miner then. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 3 miners in place, so that you know, if I can somehow get across, I can at least maybe have a miner there to you know, make some sort of damage there. So let's see. I'd like to flush out his other scouts if at all possible as well. This could just be a miner coming over as well anyway. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. Yeah, this is just a miner coming in, which, you know, says to me that he's going to try the same sort of thing that I'm trying. So the thing that concerns me then is we've obviously got his general here, he's got his marshal here, This up here could potentially be a colonel then, so let's go up with one of these miners and see if that's what he's doing. If he's got his colonel defending here, then at least then I know that that's where it is, and I can try and get across, because that is ideally what I want to do. I want to try and get in a position where I can get a miner up there with some backup, which is going to protect him efficiently. And then let's see, I need to realistically be cautious, because he could be an extremely dangerous player and come in with his spy. So okay, let's see what we got here. I'm going to go for this. I think, yeah, this is another miner coming in, so I'm just going to go for that there, and then okay, so that was the one I wanted to see. So this is his marshal now. So what I'm going to do is go ahead with this miner. We know this is his general, and what I'm going to try and do is find this final colonel. Okay, so there's a major. That's his last major there. So that's handy to know. And what we're going to do now is going to have to try and fend off this marshal coming in. And what I'm going to do is just move up ahead with the miner, and then what I can do realistically is aim for his major that we've just seen over here. So let's see, I may even just move up with my marshal and just to see what he's going to do. Because if he starts moving another piece, then that will give me some information that it could be his spy. So he may not want to do an exchange. So let's see what's going to happen here. Now this is interesting. He's moved up ahead here with his major, knowing perfectly well that this is my marshal. So he's either, you know, sort of trying to bluff me here. Okay. So if I go again here, what's he going to do? Because this could potentially be his spy now. It's either going to be this one here or this one here. So it's a bit of a risk for me to go ahead and do this. So I don't particularly want to do that. I mean, I'm going to get a scout out of this here. So it's probably worth it. And let's see now, press ahead with this miner just to see if I can lure his piece out there. Now his general, it's sort of sat there. I'm really a bit concerned. I mean, the other thing that could happen here, I think I've got to go for this. I've got to go for this because, I mean, obviously there's a massive risk that he's played me like a fiddle, but yeah, you see, the fact that he came in with a scout, even though he knew, that was a shame. So okay, so now, but I've got his other major, so let's see. If I press ahead then with my two colonels now, and also this captain, I know I've got the major and the colonels on him. So all that's going to be potentially coming in is captains here. So actually what I do need to do is just be a bit... Oh, there is one more colonel lurking, isn't there? So yeah, this is potentially his colonel coming in here. So I'm going to need to do this exchange without losing this captain, because my captains could prove here to be more important than I realise. I've got to remember that they're there. And now you see he's going to try and cover this bridge. So let's see, perhaps I could just blindside him here. There's a potential here for 3 more bombs. I haven't established any other bombs other than this one here. But if he comes in now, okay, so this is just his spy. I think what I'm going to have to do, is yeah, you see he's got his defences pretty well laid out over that side. I think, yeah, what I'm going to do is just press up here and what I'm going to do is get my colonel in place in the middle lane here. Now we know this is just his spy, so that's fine. He's using that just to find out, I guess, you know. He may have potentially thought that that was my spy, you see. So let's see. He's looking like, if this is his colonel now, he's going in for an exchange. Which is something that I'm going to have to take, you know. So, okay. Otherwise, what would have happened there, you see, he would have come in with his colonel and started potentially wreaking havoc. So I didn't want that to happen. So let's go ahead then with this miner now. See if he's left himself exposed. There's a wild chance that it could be. No, so he's got some cover now. Okay. Alright, well I'm going to wait then and just sit that one out. And then what I wanted to do was to try and outflank now. Get my colonel on this side. He's got to remember where this colonel is, and try and get my captain up this side, I guess, with these other pieces. He's got my lieutenants are going to be the most effective here. Okay, so he's come in with this piece now. So let me see now. I want to get that one captain over there. Okay, so that's one of his captains as well, which is handy to know. So I'm just going to go this side with my colonel. This was his marshal. I think, yeah, I'm going to have to go with this captain if I'm going to. You see now what he's perhaps doing. He's going over now with his marshal to try and close me in. So what I need to do is just let him know that I'm going this way with my colonel, and that might hold him here. And then let me see. I want to go in this way with one miner and a lieutenant, and actually with a captain. So this was his captain coming over now. So let's just move up here. I dare say he's going to move along now with his marshal. Yeah, that's what I thought. So now the captains here are crucial. In actual fact, I'm not entirely sure that I'm going to be able to do it. If he moves here with the, yeah, he's going to move with the marshal, so he's leaving that side. So what I'm going to have to do is use the captain and the miner. Oh, in actual fact, I've got my major, so I need to use my major and my miner blind side. Okay, so I'm coming in now with my major and my miner, and I'm going to use the blind side to make progress. Okay, he's defending there. That's fine. He can go ahead with that if he wants. That's not his marshal, and I'm not going to fall into this trap. And I'm going to now go ahead here, and we're going to use this strategy. Okay, so now he's coming over to defend here with his general. Well, that's alright. If he wants to do that, I could sneak in with my miner and try and make some headway there. I'm going to move. Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to sacrifice that lieutenant to do it. But I'd rather do it there because it gives me less squares to make a run for it. So, okay. So, let's see now. But I've got to be a bit careful that he's going to start coming in straight away for my spy. So, what I may do is move it on this move so that then I can try and make out that it's making a run for it this way, and he may sort of try and come in. Or what I may do is make a break for it round at least. I've got to be careful because these are my last miners now. And if I've got any chance at all, then you know, this could be it here. Okay, so we've got a bomb here. I wonder whether he seems to be panicking a bit here. I wonder if he's totally bombed in his flag. No, okay. but I've got potential there for that to be a flag now. So I think that's interesting. So look, we're going to go ahead again, and we're going to go ahead and press here. Now he has got one scout left, which is a bit of a worry here. I might just move this lieutenant up now, just to protect this spy for the time being. And yeah, let's go ahead now and press on now with this major, because we've got a chance here now, but it's going to be very difficult. I mean, I've got a feeling now then we've got his flag open over there. So what I may do is just move this scout into position here. Okay, so let's do that, and then potentially move this one. He may come in here, want to come in here now, that's fine. So he's going to now see that my major's over here, so that's fine. If he wants to now start coming over with his marshal, then that's fine. We can then go in with my colonel. I'm going to leave my minor here safely for the time being, because obviously I had to lose that last one. I think we can safely say this is a bomb. These two oh no, okay. So yeah, I could do with working out a bit more of his bomb structure. I wouldn't be surprised if he's pinned in here. So that's a third one, 4, 5 potentially here. So then there's going to be one more around here. So let's see. Let's play this careful. And actually, what I might do is just go in between these two, just to see, or go past one of them at least. These have moved, so I really want to be going after the ones that I know have moved, obviously. He's going to potentially try and pin me in. Okay, so that's interesting. So now he's moved that one out of the way. We're going to see now. I've got a feeling that one moved. Yeah, that one did move. So we're now in a position where I can get one of these two. And like I say, we've used the blind side. Okay, so now he's coming down with his colonel. Sorry, with his marshal. He's protecting that. I'm just going to back off there. Okay, so he's now protecting that one. So that's alright. I can go in again and just try and flush out which ones of these pieces have moved. And what I made, you see this piece over here. What I may start doing, yeah, I'm going to start to move my colonel just over to the left. Okay, so that has moved as well. So now I've got to think. I mean, I have lost track a bit of some of these moving pieces, but I'm pretty sure that this one. Oh no! What have I done? Oh no! That is a shame. So let's see then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, he could be pinned in with bombs here now then. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try again. That was really unfortunate. That major was really important for me there. But I'm going to go ahead then. Let me try and drag my colonel round now then. I mean, it's likely now that he's going to start coming in to block it again. I guess the only other thing I could do is try and get around there with my captain as well. That's unfortunate. So I think he's going to have his 3 bombs here, and then they're covered here by smaller pieces. His sergeants are likely to be there. Okay, so let me think about this. I think I've really that landing on that bomb there really did mess me up. That was a real shame. So, okay, I don't really have a choice other than to try that. I'm gonna, well, what I'll do is I'm gonna move my captain again as well, and then just cover it here. And let's see, if I move with my captain now. Okay. Alright, well he's doing that, is he? He looks as though he's trying to corner my spy, which is unfortunate. I guess then all I'm left with is the potential of getting round there with the colonel, and see if he's going to start moving back now. I'm faced with the potential of losing the spy. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see then. I think I have to try and salvage the spy if possible. But it's a bit of a losing battle now, I think, because if this is the captain coming in. Okay, well let's go ahead then with this strategy now. I think if this is a captain now, yeah. So I'm going to have to push ahead and sacrifice that spy. There's no other choice really other than it go on the run here now. And then I'm looking to go, and he's going to move ahead with the colonel. Let's see. I think he's identified it as the spy. Now, if I try and sort of escape, it just brings him round towards my colonel. So I'm going to have to sacrifice the spy now and go ahead with this strategy. I've got a feeling I've identified the bomb, but he's probably just going to come and defend now. The only other way I can do it is to sort of defend as best possible. Lure in one side with the colonel, the hope that I mean the other thing is you could have a captain up there. If this is a minor, then he may not want to take it, because he may think that this is my captain. So okay, well that's interesting, because if I can get round the other side, then there's a potential the flag's open here. I could potentially get it that way. I may even go up with the captain now on this side, just to see if he's got his captain elsewhere in place. If I can get in there, then I could potentially nab his flag with my scout. Oh, so he's moved over there. So I may as well take this here with my colonel. And as I say, I may be able to go in blindside again now. He's likely to try now, yeah, to pin in my colonel. Although that one has moved. So let's see if this is his captain. Yeah, okay, so now I am faced with a bit of a dilemma. My last chance here is to sort of go in with my minor and hope that his flag is actually here in a wedge. If I can get that done, but I've got a feeling he's now going to take this here. Okay, yeah. Alright, so I think that's GG realistically, guys. He's now potentially got my colonel pinned, obviously. This is going to be a lieutenant, I would imagine. He's got his sergeant there as well. He's not left it open. I guess one other thing I can just try is if there's a wild chance that this is open flag here before the inevitable. No, it is a bomb. So, well, in actual fact, you know, there is this potential here for this to have been a wedge now. So, okay guys, I think I'm going to call it GG there. We are faced with inevitable defeat here. So I hope you enjoyed that one. That was unfortunate. We did have a bit of luck trying to sort of get around there, but it didn't come off perfectly. But it was nice to see a way round when I had that really unfortunate incident when I lost the general. That was a key moment for me in that one. But anyway, we live and learn, and also, you know, I sort of bought the bluff with a marshal there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I shall see you real soon. That's now 3 and 2 losses, 3 wins, 2 losses for the day. I hope you're enjoying it, guys. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I hope you're enjoying the journey. Let me know some feedback, what you think I should do with the setups and stuff, and you know, how I should move forward. But yeah, hope you're enjoying it nonetheless. I'll see you real soon. Bye.